Sorry.
Seinfuck.
I think Stephen A. Smith in a debate against, well, if we're going by the legal precedent, J.D. Vance, but who knows, by then he could be debating Donald Trump. I think Stephen A. Smith in a debate.
Are we sure Donald Trump will be alive by then? Because he was recently spotted on the roof of the White House contemplating.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I really will.
The evil, just like one of the worst men in history, also happens to be hilarious. He's a very funny person, and just
Not
to be
on
like,
purpose, though.
not on purpose, but it's just very funny.
He's got like the charisma that some funny people have, but he's not trying to be funny.
Just imagine you're in your favorite San Diego neighborhood out for a pleasant walk. Do you hear that? That's Oracle Park. Petco Park, I mean. Not Oracle Park. That's
Oracle Park.
It's Petco Park.
It's Petco Park, which is way downtown and would have an absolutely
it's right
different
around
vibe.
the corner. Just use your imagination.
You just walk around and then you'll hear the sounds of the Mission Beach bitch.
The Mission Beach, and you'll hear the gentle trickling of a homeless man pissing on the corner.
Isn't that relaxing?
Is he homeless or is he just really drunk?
The crash of the waves on the shore
either.
And the needles in the shore from all the hypodermic needles.
Let's just split the difference and say he lives out of his car, but he's an alcoholic.
He lives out of his car
but
because
he has a
loves surfing.
job, and it's at a car dealership in Kearny Mesa.
What's that around the corner? It's love everywhere. There are homeless people making love in your car.
Yeah.
They broke it in to make love in your car in the back seat. At least they were nice enough to do it in the back
That
seat.
happens.
Oh, yeah. I think it happened to Malcolm. Have you not had your car broken into, Malcolm? I thought you literally had told me that one time.
No, I've never had my car broken.
He only recently got a car.
I got a Rivian. I have a Rivian.
Dude, I am honestly jealous. Rivians are so fucking cool.
It's a really nice car.
What's the mileage like? How many kilowatt hours do you get out of the fucking?
I don't know the kilowatt hours, but I get. I think I get over like 300 miles on like a single charge, like.
But also you do a lot of city driving, so that's even probably a little undershooting what it's actually capable of. You lived a bit more suburban.
I had to do the conversion from kms from kilometers.
Killing.
So like in which kilometers I can do like over 400 kilometers on like the full charge, and then there's like you can do and that's just like on normal. Like if you did
that's
like the concert, the conserve one, it has some of the best mileage like in the game. Like I could go from Vancouver and almost get to Portland.
So let me ask you this question then, Mr. McNurk. When you, because I've only driven Cybertrucks before, but
yeah.
When you get off the control mount, does your rectum hurt because you didn't use enough lubricant, or?
Well, no, because I'm not driving a Cybertruck. Because the thing with the Cybertruck is you got to
kind of have the same control scheme where you fuck yourself. Yeah. Okay.
Isn't that literally a South Park joke, Harper?
Yeah, it's. Hey, you know what Chris Metzen's taught me? You can steal anything, and as long as you dress it up nice enough, people will know you're stealing and won't care. The joke at the end was that they found out they didn't need to do that.
I can't believe that like the White House responded. I can't like that it was just like it hasn't been relevant for years. Like this is, and I'm like, you made it more relevant by being like, hey, let's put a spotlight on this about how much it annoys you. They can't cancel South Park like they're doing with Colbert because they signed a $1.5 billion deal. That's a pay or play, so which means basically that if they cancel it, they have to give the money anyway. So they're in this like thing where they have to produce 49 more episodes and they have no control over what those 49 episodes could be.
I see.
Awesome.
It's an incredible piece of business from Trey Parker and Matt Stone, and we have to applaud them for what they just pulled off.
Well, I'm not going to boo them for it.
Yeah, I'm not going to jerk them off either.
Yeah, they don't want you to jerk them off. They just want you to go see their musical Book of Mormon on Broadway.
I don't know. All of a sudden, I got the phrase in my brain: "If you fuck them, they will come." So it was completely irrelevant.
Hello, Robert. Meet the real Robert.
No. Real Robert's an alcoholic and like 300 pounds.
A dark black past is his most valued possession. Do you ever think about Droopy Dog?
Droopy Dog?
Wait, Droopy Dog.
Oh, as in Droopy the dog.
Droopy the dog.
Yeah.
How does he talk? He's just
Hello, Malcolm. Hello, Robert. It's me, Droopy. is me.
Would you like to have
Droopy
gay
Dog.
sex?
Droopy wouldn't say that. Droopy does not like having gay sex.
Droopy,
See, it's so unfunny until you come in with that.
My butthole sure is sore, Robert. Ho, another dick in my ass.
Oh, they calling it droopy for a reason because I'm having a full prolapse.
You wouldn't say that, Robert.
You wouldn't say that. That's true. That's actually a pretty good Droopy Dog that you're doing. Anything? What's Droopy Dog's opinion on Palestine, Israel?
Oh.
He can't do it.
I'm trying to try to remember the voice. It's
You talk with your cheeks like this.
Dog with his cheeks like this.
Droopy Dog.
You don't really close your mouth all the way.
Yeah, I'm doing I'm doing a.
You know, like that. Droopy Dog, you sort of bridge the back of your tongue and talk through your cheeks
You
instead
don't
of with your
close your
tongue.
mouth because that's
Wow,
just
listen,
gonna
I'm just doing Leo. I'm doing
I know.
Oh my God,
How's
Malcolm's
Harper
blowing
dog?
someone on screen.
That's crazy.
Wait, that's Meatwad.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
Meatwad.
little meatwad-ish. I don't think you've heard Droopy Dog before. Wait a
I think
second.
you're just lying to us.
Robert, remove that man's Droopy Dog's #1 fan hat.
Oh
Pharaoh
no!
McNick.
It's a full-size headdress. How did that fit under there?
Tashiki.
Surprise! Welcome to a surprise episode of Pharaoh's Court. Up next, there's 2 women are claiming 1 baby. Cut them in half.
Them, not the baby.
Well,
Not the baby. The baby. Yeah, 4 parents, 1 baby.
Pharaoh, I think you should throw them in the Nile.
Yeah.
Throw them in the Nile, Pharaoh. It's the only way to make it fair.
It's the only way to make Egypt pure.
Denial is a river.
The one in which you are being thrown in right now.
True, Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Now, which side of the Israel-Palestine argument should we follow? Can you imagine it's Rush Hour 5 and it's Tucker Carlson and Jackie Chan? No. Tucker Carlson and Ian Miles Chung.
Oh, that's rough.
That's a terrible. Yeah.
And they have to find out where the pedophiles in DC are, and they like come to it's like Donald Trump's behind it the whole time, so they have to come to terms with the fact that the guy they've been basically worshiping at effigy for the last 6 years is like the chief pedophile.
It ends with them eating the ice cream that Tucker Carlson's like the heir of, because he's like the heir of a
and
ice
then
cream
they just
fortune.
beat up somebody who they like throw the blame at because they can't actually blame Trump for it.
Yeah.
They need, and then at the end of the day, and then no, it's not they're eating ice cream, it's they're eating pizza, and it becomes a pizza. If Pizzagate's set up as the sequel, so they're like,
wow, this is such a good slice of pie. Where did you get it from? I've got my sources.
Yeah, so then they actually spend the last portion of the movie denying that they know Trump is the pedophile elite.
Yeah.
The guy behind it all. He's just like...
listen, the facts aren't there yet, all right? Listen, I know I've been saying a lot about facts don't care about your feelings, but my feelings are really hurt right now, and I can't listen to your facts because of it.
I've been trafficking them. What are you going to do about it? And Ian Miles Chong is just like, what? What's that? He's like, I said I've been trafficking children. Tucker Carlson catches on. He's like, oh, yeah, I also didn't hear that. I didn't hear anything you just said.
It's like the thing. It's like also they're like, you know what? After long and contemplative thinking, Ghislaine Maxwell is as much a victim as anyone involved.
Oh,
you know what, Ian? I think I'll take you up on that offer to see your beautiful home country, Malaysia. Let's get on the flight right now. Well, can we call it like Bush Hour?
Oh, Bush Hour's pretty good.
It's not bad. I think we can do Bush Hour. That's our second Rush Hour joke in 2-week span, right? So we're just gonna keep pitching different versions of Rush Hour forever.
It's a buddy cop movie, or it kind of works.
I never got into Lethal Weapon. I always feel like I was just too young for it. Like I feel like I should have at some point even watched them. I don't think I've actually seen a Lethal Weapon movie.
You know, I can't say I have either.
I don't know. A lot of 80s TV didn't really appeal to me that much. Like I knew of it. I'd watch it when it was on, but it never came to a point where it was just like, oh, my entire personality right now, Knight Rider. It
That's
doesn't.
kind of sick, though. Can you imagine meeting that guy? I think you would think he was pretty cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say
he's got a leather jacket. He's like all the guys who got really obsessed with Drive and just started dressing like Ryan Gosling.
Jacket. Dude.
I mean, it's funny. Sometimes I'll see like I'll go on like Facebook Marketplace, and then someone will be selling like a vintage like crew jacket from like one of these shows, like 21 Jump Street or Street Legal or like Knight Rider, and you're always like, ooh, that would be fun. And you see it's like a medium. You're like, fuck, I would like give me an XL, and I'm killing it.
Robert, you know what someone from Philadelphia sounds like?
Kind of.
My name's Rocky.
Droopy Dog has been
You know what's really great? Yeah, my mom used to make this for me. Is like you get like a stalk of celery, and then you put like cheese whiz in the celery. That's it's rocks.
So like how some people do peanut butter.
Yeah, it was like an alternative to the peanut butter.
I don't know. That sounds kind of fucking nasty, actually.
It's great. I highly recommend it. It's a childhood nostalgia.
Wrap it in some salami, and I'm on top of it.
What? That's making it worse for sure.
No,
that's
it's
making
not.
Salami,
Why?
just like Genoa salami. No, that's not right, because the savory thing on celery, I get in a way. I just don't think it's the right direction to take the savory feeling. And peanut butter is like the only acceptable savory thing I think you could put on celery.
Yeah. I like the ants on the log.
Ants on the log is great. It's goated. And the cheese whiz also does not belong on celery. Cream cheese is the cheesiest thing you can put on celery.
Cream cheese? Are you serious?
Gross.
I'm dead ass. I'm so dead ass with you. What do you mean? Are you serious? You've never had it, have you? Cream cheese?
No,
on
I
celery?
haven't had it. I will try it. I'll say this. I'll get some celery. I will get some cream cheese. I will put it. I'll smear it on like a bagel.
Yeah.
Give it a smear.
And yeah, I'll shove it up my ass.
That'd be good.
Give myself a celery and
liberals don't want you to know.
Yeah, liberals don't want you to know. It tastes good and feels good.
So they said they're going to ban smelling salts from NFL sidelines. You hear about that?
How are they going to do that? That's like half the sport is run. You got, you know what they're doing.
It supposed to
the NFL is transitioning to a Celsius-based economy, and that's not good for the sport.
Celsius the drink?
I love Celsius, though. I do drink lots of Celsius.
That's the thing. I had a Celsius today. It's delicious. It tastes great and it's full of vitamins.
And
I'm full of energy.
Biotin, so my hair looks great.
Why are they banning smelling salts?
They haven't given a good reason. And I think the NFL has bigger fish to fry than smelling salts for sure.
The fact that every few months one of their players like nearly kills their girlfriend,
whatever, dude. And they also get a lot of like,
well, whatever about that gay shit.
Whoa.
I think that if they do end up getting rid of smelling salts, I think they should just replace it with crushed up Adderall, because that's awesome. That shouldn't be a problem, right?
Players they're going to be fast.
Oh, they'll think you might never see more interceptions than when defense has just snorted a rail of Adderall.
It's just an all fucking. Who's the one that catches the ball? The fucking
wide receiver.
Wide receiver, sometimes tight end.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. Wide receiver.
The white receiver. That's wide.
The white receiver.
Actually, speaking of white receivers, George Kittle, who plays on the San Francisco 49ers, he found out today about the smelling salts ban. He apparently they were like having like reporter scrum. He walked up and he just like, I'm here to air a grievance, and he goes, my team got the memo, and I'm considering retirement. We've got to find a middle ground. Please help. And he was like, someone find me a middle ground, and then left over smelling salts. Yeah, because I guess the thing that the reason the NFL is banning it is because they're saying that it could mask concussion symptoms, which is kind of true. But I also think it's because they couldn't crack a deal with a smelling salts provider to be like, hey, here's the official NFL smelling salts.
They couldn't crack a deal because when you use smelling salts, you crack the tube.
Yes. But
that's a.
Have any of you guys done smelling salts? Have you done?
I used to work a warehouse job where that if you passed out, they'd give you smelling salts.
What?
Did you pass out?
Yeah, well, once.
What do you mean you passed out at a warehouse job and then they gave you
it's like
smelling?
fucking 103 degrees in there, and you never sit down. You just sweat your body weight.
Yeah, Bezos is a real bitch. I'll tell you.
Well, this wasn't Amazon. This was literally a pet store.
No, I've done that gig too, and honestly, I get it. But like,
well, you worked in a feed store. I worked in a pet store. It's different.
Dude, is that like that fucking Chris Rock meme where he's just like, take your sensitive ass back to Shenzhen Ironworks. Long John Steele, we clowning this motherfucker.
The pet, oh my God. There's something so funny about passing out because of the heat at a pet store warehouse and then them giving you smelling salts to revive.
Yeah, and they'd have live fucking animals in that warehouse who they died a lot.
A lot of, yeah.
Okay.
I'm surprised. Okay,
what do you want me to say?
You could have given listen, it's on them for not giving the pets smelling salts to keep them alive until they sold them.
Just one of those, just like, oh yeah, this is a pet snake. Pet snake, fancy. And then he's just like, okay, buddy, you gotta get back in there.
I probably talked about that. Like, they bought chicks. They got like baby chickens, chicks, you know?
Yeah.
And they have them for sale around the wintertime. And if you didn't sell any of them, you had to take them out back and snap their necks.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
you can't even.
What's that about working at a feed store, Robert? Ooh, I passed out. I took life from something today.
Well, I had to make sure that inconveniences of life taken away, not even purposefully, had to be thrown into a dumpster.
I had to snuff out a light today.
Yeah, I couldn't have the forever sleep. They had to bring me back with smelling salts.
What's worse?
I don't think dolphins should have a section in Pride. I'm going to say it.
But what about dolphin men?
So here's the story. It's last night, my wife's boss from her brand new job invited us over for dinner. On the drive over, my wife reiterated many times to me just how important it was to make a good impression. I scoffed and arrogantly informed my silly wife that I always make good impressions. My wife's boss is a single lady in her 50s, so it was just the three of us. We chit-chatted over drinks and salads and seemed to be really hitting it off. She laughed at my well-timed, perfectly appropriate jokes, and my wife seemed pleased. Soon, she brought out the main course, a nice, big, juicy steak for each of us. As I began to cut into my steak, I was discouraged to discover how undercooked the steak was. Now, I've had my fair
red, and he's a bitch.
Yeah, he didn't want the well-done steak.
Now, I've had my fair share of rare steak. I prefer medium, but I can handle rare. This was several minutes on a hot grill short of rare. I probably could have resuscitated the cow had I tried. Instead, I sat there fidgeting with my knife and fork, worrying about how I was going to get away with not eating the steak. Claim veganism? No. I'd already feigned great enthusiasm upon seeing the steak. Just then, our hostess excused herself to the kitchen to take care of some dessert preparations. As I looked across the fancy dining room table at the open window of this third-story apartment,
no,
a cartoon light bulb appeared over my head. I knew I had to be decisive, realizing she could return at any moment, so I committed. I grabbed the steak with my hand, gently shook off the juice, and executed a perfect throw right through the center of the open window. Here's the big time FU. The window wasn't open. It was the cleanest fucking window you've ever seen in your life. That is until my mostly raw slab of steak slammed up against it and slowly slid down, leaving a trail of bloody juice in its wake. My wife, whose steak was a nice medium rare and was unaware of my predicament, turned, jaw dropped, and stared at me like I was an alien from another planet. This look then slowly morphed into more of a "there is no place on this planet you can ever hide from me" expression of demonic anger. My wife's boss heard the thud of the steak on window impact and came quickly. She took in the scene, the steak sitting on the windowsill, the blood trail from my empty plate, and then gave me an inquisitive, puzzled look. I just didn't know what to say. It felt like a minute of silence, but was probably 3 or 4 seconds. Finally, the best I could manage was, I'm sorry, I'm such a klutz. I don't know. I was just cutting it and it slipped. Just that's my wife. I really am a klutz, right, honey? No help coming from that direction. I will clean this up. I can't believe this. I am so sorry, etc. Both women continued to stare at me like I had escaped from the loony bin, and I smeared the blood from the window with my cloth napkin, dusted off the steak, and continued to mutter my incoherent explanation. I knew no one was buying the story. I knew what I had to do. I sheepishly returned to my seat and proceeded to eat every bite of that disgusting, cold, chewy, bloody raw steak. I remained quiet for the rest of the evening. My wife's only 2 words to me since the incident have been, "I'm fine."
Also,
That's incredible.
It seems I very much doubt this story on the thing alone where it sounds like someone wrote it so people would be mad at them.
It sounds like someone spent a lot of time watching I Think You Should Leave or like Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Some Rob Schneider, like early Rob Schneider movies I could see.
I should say this story was originally posted on Reddit 8 years ago.
When did Curb Your Enthusiasm experience that resurgence in popularity?
Probably 8 years ago.
Probably 8 years ago. Yeah.
This is from user user defenestrate_me_now. Defenestrate, yes.
Defenestrate, which is the verb to throw something out or someone out a window. So if you've been defenestrated, you've been thrown out a window.
Yeah, so the account I think was created to tell this story, and then also recently, from what I can gather on Reddit, is mostly just posting NBA highlights now. Which is
I see.
He just forgot it was his main. It wasn't his main account. So
he got a lot of karma, and then was like, I got to roll with this as my real account now.
You know what the solution is? You ask the boss to cook the steak more. You say, I'm sorry, could I possibly get the steak a little more? Can we just chuck it back into the oven for a couple more minutes? I like it a little bit more done.
Or you could probably just, shovel it down your fucking throat.
So someone brought that up about like, wait, is your husband autistic? Like, why did he do that? And then it goes, the wife chimed in and was like, no, my husband is not on the spectrum of crazy, although he is stupid.
That's harsh. It's a harsh decision to come to when you're faced with food, an edible item, and you think, I gotta get rid of this somehow.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first thing that comes to your mind. Not I can get through this. It's I gotta get rid of this somehow. Like I'm the main character of some sort of early aughts like comedy flick.
The guy's having dinner at his girlfriend's parents for the first time, and the food is inedible.
Yeah.
Delicious.
I just love also the thought process of like, I'm gonna chuck it out the window. Like imagine just walking down the street and just like a fucking steak slams you in the head from 3 stories up. And then people are like, you go to the hospital or something because you got like whiplash from it, and you're like, what happened? Like, a steak hit me from the sky. You're like,
yeah, fucking dumbass.
If you're gonna not eat it, just like have a couple of bites and then be like, oh, it turns out I'm really full. I ate earlier, and then you can like eat later instead of being like, I gotta find the evidence. I'm gonna chuck it at this window that like as if you were a bird being like, I didn't know the window was there.
Again, it's a steak. Just have her cook it. Like it's.
Yeah, you could have also been like, hey, it's a little underdone. Is it okay if you throw it back on the pan?
What did you tell her you wanted your steak at? If it's wrong, you can say it's wrong.
I get the sense that this was a perfectly cooked steak.
I'm kind of sensing that as well.
Yes.
This Redditor had smoked too many bowls out of an aluminum can.
Growing up, yes. Of a crystalline substance, perhaps.
And like I said, I think it was probably perfectly cooked, and then he was being a little like annoying about it. Or the thing is, they said in it that the wife's steak was cooked better. It's like you could maybe talk to your wife and be like, hey, honey, can we swap steaks?
Yeah, no, the guy's got autism.
Diagnosed here.
I also don't think possibly he made as good a first impression as he thinks. Anyone who thinks that they always make good first impressions almost never does.
Yeah. Most of the time, their first thought that anyone makes about them is, God, this guy's an asshole.
What a pretentious douche.
I mean, I will say there are certain like, this was like a today I fucked up. There's certain like relationship advice ones and today I fucked up where I go, if this isn't real, like the author needs a book deal because it's very interesting and engaging. Like you're like, these are great at like in my opinion, if you can get this dialogue going, it's great flash fiction. Like you have to admit that.
That's fair, though. I don't know what publicist is publishing flash fiction. It's usually in quarterlies.
Well, you use the flash
money.
fiction to like get the deal for the bigger book you want to do. I know. I'm also saying there are been movie deals from like people posting short stories on Reddit. So that is a thing that's happening as well. I think it's real enough that I could see someone doing it. Like I could see like the panic. They're just not a great writer. They just were like, oh, I don't want to do it.
I'm also like curious, like what time was this? Because like usually if it's like if the windows open or windows close, wouldn't you see, and it was like dark out, wouldn't you see the glare of the glass of the light that's shining from like in the kitchen dining room outside? It doesn't make sense to me.
I mean, that's the thing. I go like, how clean was this? Like how clean can a third story apartment window really be?
Mm-hmm.
But I could see someone who's,
I don't know. If I was served a steak, I would probably try to eat it.
well, that's what the person ended up having to do, which I think is very funny to at the end, like admit defeat and go like, I guess I'm going to eat this steak now in silence.
Also, yeah. I just want to point out the last thing that bugs me about this story, Malcolm.
Yeah.
Have you been invited to eat at your girlfriend's boss's house before?
That does seem like a very like
a 60s thing to do.
Yeah, it seems very like that doesn't really happen that much anymore.
Mr. Delilah, I've been meaning to say hello to you. My name is Gary.
I haven't been to a house, but I've been to like a restaurant with like her like coworkers. Usually it's more than just one.
The house is an extra thing though. It's another step of familiarity.
Yeah, the only thing boss invited me over to dinner with him and his wife, I would assume that he's trying to
seduce us,
me.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
In order but luckily to gain a third, so to speak.
Yeah,
a third and a fourth from the sounds of things.
It seemed like the boss was older, like in their 50s, so like it could just be a generational.
It could be.
Thing.
It could be.
They're like, make sure when you come in to drop your keys in the bowl.
In an apartment.
I like the idea of this turning into like a real Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf situation.
Or just the three of them.
The steak was cooked.
It does feel like a great like opening scene to like a play about a marriage disintegrating in front of like the bosses. Yeah. Like it's just like my stupid husband like watching like basically it'd be like watching Homer Simpson and Marge Simpson start to the process of getting divorced, but they're at like Mr. Burns's house. Like that's what it is.
I mean, we all know that the only reason they stay together is that Homer slings pipe.
True.
I think it's actually that they love each other.
Look at this guy. He thinks love is real.
Yeah, I fell for it.
I'm so embarrassed, guys. I believed in the sacrament of matrimony. I'm such a dork. Just pulling your collar.
Pulling the collar. No, it's a good move.
It was a good move.
Oh, hub. You know what you should do with your backwards traditions? Go ahead. Ask me what you should do with your backwards traditions.
Help me out. My marriage is in shambles.
I have a Dostoevsky book you would just love.
There's something very funny about Droopy saying Dostoevsky.
Dostoevsky. That was weird. Dostoevsky.
I was reading a passage from Dostoevsky the other day.
Actually, I was reading a little something from Camp.
Have you ever heard of Kierkegaard?
God is dead, he said. And I said, oh, I wish we were all so lucky.
I think I knew a guy like that. I was in college.
Philosophy professor. Yeah, that's good. That's at least one.
Saddest philosophy major.
I know the secret to everything, but I'm not going to tell you. I'm jerking my dick on Reddit.com.
I'm having really problematic relationships with girls who work at Dairy Queen.
I'm in a polycule with 4 other guys.
There's a girl in the polycule. I don't think she's ever had even a real relationship, and it feels very weird about this.
My father told me that I'm an orbiter, and she's not my real partner.
Ooh. And when I say father, I mean my father at my local temple.
And I like hearing stories about pastors being porn addicts, like self-professed porn addicts.
And they're kind of like, they talk about it like they're proud about it, which is really weird.
I think goon culture has definitely gone too far. If it's this level of pervasive, if you can write a book on it and it's a bestseller, where you're like, yes, I'm a pastor. Yes, I jerk at the titties. Yes, I jerk off. Good chance to get the church relatable in the eyes of the kids is to be like, hey, God knows I goon too, brother. And they're just like, I'm lost.
I was reading about fucking a short story collection by a guy named Tony Tulathamute. He's basically the entirety of his catalog that he's just talking about the worst people on the internet. It's very funny.
Who do you pick for the worst so far?
Well, one of the worst was a self-purported feminist who joins the Society for Narrow Shoulders.
Oh.
It's a very dark book because by the end of it he does shoot up a diner.
Oh.
Yeah, and
that's fiction.
I think that's an important story to tell, though. There are a lot of sneaky male feminists. Like
there are. It's an unfortunate thing.
Walton Goggins, if he was a writer instead of an actor.
Yeah, someone described Tony Tulathamute, I hope I'm saying his last name right, described him as David Foster Wallace without the warmth, which I think is just a very, very extremely backhanded evaluation.
How do these books end up in your lap, Robert? Some of the most unenticing literature to me, anyway, always is you're just like, oh, I'm reading about this fellow who jumped off a 12-story building.
Well, it's honestly, I've specifically learned about this through the London Review of Books, which is one that I subscribe to that I quite like. He writes in the form of Reddit posts. It's part of why he has written, not all of his shit is Reddit posts, but there's several of his stories where it's just like the back half of it or the front half of it is like an online post.
How do you mean? I'm sorry. Do you mean that he like segments his stories like they were Reddit posts with intervening commentary, or
or like it comes with like a thread?
Oh, that's awful.
It's weird
terrible.
to read.
I don't like that
but
very much at all.
It's weird to read, but it's interesting. But
I guess if you're like one of those documentarians kind of people, it looks like they call it document adventures, right? What was it? It's like Call of Cthulhu was.
Oh yeah. A pistillary? What are those called? I'm very close with that. Epistolary. Yeah, epistolary work.
Oh, okay.
Is that true? Is that what that word is?
I believe it's epistolary.
Yeah, it sounds correct.
Epistolary on your grave, pal. Got him.
Yeah,
Great
epistolary.
Stuff. Yeah, epistolary. Episcopalian.
Where, I mean, a big part of his whole thing is that people can't have fucking relationship anymore because the internet has ruined it. But
true. So true.
There was one description that they wrote in which there was a guy who is like coaching a male porn actor through his own like personal fantasy of the thing. And it was just like, okay, best of all is the 16-page domination fantasy that Kant types out for a call boy who makes videos on demand. It is replete with stage directions. Quote, please dub in a sound effect of tearing fabric and a kapow with 3 exclamation points.
The kapow is crazy.
Sasha, can you do, just after that bit, can you actually put those sound effects?
And suggestions for ways to achieve some of the more extreme features, such as a sound effect representing your asshole being stretched to its absolute tensile limits.
The sound of the rubber being...
Exactly. Perhaps the rubbery sound of a balloon animal being tied.
What the fuck are they doing there?
Yeah, Sasha, remember, put those sound effects in.
Oh my god. Yeah, because the scene will require several gallons of semen, Kant includes a recipe for fake cum along with vegan and egg-free variants.
Maybe this guy's right about relationships.
I think he's gotten to something. Anyway, that's
No.
the thing is, the short story collection is Rejection by Tony Tulthamute, and the article specifically talking about this in the London Review of Books is Whatever Ship by Becca Rothfeld.
It sounds great. I gotta say, it does sound like very fun.
That was really depressing to hear. You see what I'm talking about? How this stuff just ends up on Robert's desk? That really actually depressed me in real life. To hear about some guy who's trying to live out his cum inflation clearly a cum inflation fantasy, by the way.
Not even just like a weird domination fantasy, and
that is more than just a weird domination. I've been on the internet long enough to know what this guy's up to.
Reality is a poor substitute for fantasy in his mind, and how that's fucked up his relationships, and that can be true for a lot of people.
Join the club, pal. Yeah. We got fucking jackets, all right? That doesn't make you special, and it doesn't make the websites any easier to access in the UK.
Just because there aren't thick, goth, batty bitches walking around my street corner doesn't mean I'm going to give up on life.
You don't sit outside long enough. That's your problem.
Exactly. You got to keep trying, bud.
We've really objectified sexuality to such an unhealthy degree. I actually have quit pornography, like all forms of pornography.
Wow.
Even your fantasies? Like when you're like in the shower and you're like...
Yeah, I have a shock collar.
Yeah, it's around your cock.
Yeah. I have a shock collar. You just can't see it. I wouldn't even know what to call it.
That's my masturbation inhibitor.
The anti-masturbator-inator.
My anti-masturbator-inator.
Yeah.
Doofenshmirtz. That's a great Doofenshmirtz.
That's a great one.
Thank you. That's really one good impression I know how to do.
Can I get a platypus? Perry the platypus?
He doesn't say anything, does he?
He says, a platypus!
A platypus!
And then he puts the hat on, and he goes, Perry
the platypus!
Yeah, that's good.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Can you do Doofenshmirtz weighing in on what side of the Israel-Palestine?
I just really think they deserve a home! I don't think it's fair that these people can kick other people out of their homes.
Or what gives you the right to arbit what part of what side of the border?
I'm just saying, it's not up to me. This is turning into Jerry Seinfeld.
It seems like a little jingoish, Doofenshmirtz. It seems like a little jingoish to support Palestine over Israel. I believe in revelations.
I believe when the Jewish people are occupying this state of Israel, the kingdom of Israel.
To return. Why don't you?
I don't know. I don't really think what happens after death. Do
you think Netanyahu's
relevant to our life in the socio-political environment?
This bit is awesome.
This is a good bit.
This is a great bit. Awesome. Do we want to do a user question?
Yeah, let's do user's question.
And while we're on the subject, Ukraine was very much threatening Russian sovereignty.
Well, let's not talk about who's fault and who invaded who in terms of the Russia conflict.
Invasion, that's a fine word.
I'm trying to
wait, so this is Doofenshmirtz, Droopy, and Meatwad having a conversation?
Yeah, it's just some guy doing a funny voice. It's just Malcolm McLeod doing a funny voice.
Yeah, I'm trying to do like what is it, Stitch?
Stitch. I think you're. Give me your best Meatwad, Malcolm. Okay, here's actually a good one. The other one was kind of okay. I just, maybe we'll save it for another one.
You are the arbiter, and we trust you.
We trust you, and you can
curate.
I don't think
I want before we start to let listeners know if your question's not good enough, Robert will not read it out.
He will not read it. He's very anal about it.
And you better have your correct grammar because he will point it out when he reads it.
You better have a stretching sound for your anus available.
Yeah, Sasha, insert long stretch.
Kapow ripping fabric, anus stretching, balloon knot. Thank you, Sasha.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Thank you.
All right.
I was wondering if there was something else. There was some.
Sasha, make some goopy noises for the semen.
Oh, yeah, let's not. Let's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bubbling glue. Thank you.
All right. This is a user submission from someone who'd like to be known as Dylan.
Hi,
Hi,
Dylan.
I'm
You're the
Dylan.
first normal guy that we've had, Dylan.
Yeah. Actually, this is a very normal question. It's just kind of fun.
Oh, okay.
Their song recommendation is "Hood" by Kneecap.
Oh, neat. We respect Kneecap. We like Kneecap.
Yeah.
Okay.
They
Great
have
movie.
an opinion
They had a
on
great
the
movie.
Israeli-Palestine conflict.
They would know. They would know.
Yeah, and they know that it is a genocide. So
Yeah, I do know about that.
Shut up, Drew.
God damn it, dude. Yeah,
Drew, get the
Just
fuck
trying to
outta
sound
here.
like you've been indoctrinated.
I know you're getting paid by the IDF. I've
Yeah.
seen the checks.
Paid.
We know
Who's
it.
getting paid? While we're talking about facts, Robert, let's talk about how China has purchased all the free ports in Africa. Shouldn't you be worried
Okay,
about
anyway,
that?
All right.
Dylan's question is, who would win in an eat one hot dog then run 100 meters? Joey Chestnut or Usain Bolt?
Ooh.
My theory, here's Dylan's theory. Chestnut is coming out of that hot dog portion with like a 20-second lead at least. Usain Bolt gets smoked. The average man is like half as fast as Usain Bolt on the 100 meter. The average man eats a hot dog like 30 times slower than Joey Chestnut. It's just not even close. I think that's
I think if you add the wrinkle that they have to keep the hot dog down, then Joey Chestnut wins.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think I could. I mean, I guess, but then again, we haven't really seen Joey Chestnut run. How heavy is Joey Chestnut? I haven't actually like.
Joey Chestnut has got to be like a cool 200.
Yeah, he's not that
He's
big.
fat, but he's not wobbling.
Yeah, like 'cause
No.
one thing with him is that he eats the food. Like when he does his competitions, he doesn't eat for days. Like afterwards, like it's like a fasting thing. So I think he would just engulf it, right? Like that man is eating
He would inhale
60
that,
hot
absolutely.
dogs,
Yeah.
and he knows how to do the technique. Whereas Usain Bolt, yeah, he's
He
got
would
to
take a bite and chew it like
Yeah.
an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
And
got to
then
have that like
Usain-
slurping
This might
technique.
kill
Killer
Usain
instinct.
Bolt. I will say.
He might be like one of those like super athletic, bred to compete animals that eats something bad and his stomach flips and they die on the spot.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
a deal.
I think a more interesting question would be doing this, but you do Michael Phelps and like you have to swim
with a
like
swim. That would
That is worse.
everyone would throw up immediately in the water. It would be the grossest fucking thing in the world.
Yeah.
It
That
would
is a
just be
nasty
like
competition.
a grease patch of fucking chewed up hot dog. And
Yeah.
at least with Joey Chestnut, if he's swimming the 100 meters, it's just a whole hot dog just floating in the pool.
I
Yeah.
think actually you put him against Kevin Durant and make him do suicides.
oh.
That would induce vomiting so much.
But hold
quicker.
on, is the goal to vomit or is the goal to complete the task without
The goal
vomit?
is
complete
to
the
complete the
task
task,
without
but if
vomiting.
you vomit, you're out.
If
Yeah.
you vomit, you're
I
out.
guess here's the other question, which I'm surprised this listener didn't ask. Was like
Dylan.
of Dylan. Sorry, I apologize, Dylan. Dylan,
Sorry, Dylan.
of the three of us, who would win in this competition to like eat the hot dog and then run 100 meters? Like, what's the? I think I might be in the middle. I don't even know if I could eat the hot dog fast. Like, I think are we all slow hot dog eaters here?
Oh, I can inhale a dog. A Costco dog.
Ballpark hot dog, that's a different story.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah, I'm
different.
not talking
Ballpark
like
dogs
a
are
yardie.
sustenance.
It's almost insulting to inhale a ballpark dog. That's like $20, dude.
You're going to you're in San Diego.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that.
Well, no, they
Yeah.
have like dollar dog night, but it's just not every night. And there's limited.
Yeah.
Dollar Dog Night. Oh, you can get an all-you-can-eat seat at Chase where they have bar-ass hot dogs. And it's
Oh,
all
that's
you can eat. They mean
cool.
it's all you can eat, the hot
How
dogs.
Oh,
much
They're
is
damn.
the
bar-ass.
ticket? Because I kind of want to do that. With
It's like $20 more.
Let's go.
Next time you're out here, we will do that.
Well, that
And
sounds fucking incredible.
We will regret it, surely.
I don't care.
Because they only have the ketchup and the mustard at Chase Ballpark, and the bar-ass hot dogs. And they
Yeah.
come in the tinfoil. They're wrapped. They're
Can I
ballpark
like
dogs.
bring like chopped up onions with me?
You can bring whatever you want into Chase Ballpark. You can literally bring lunch into Chase Ballpark.
Not alcohol.
It's the
I'm
greatest
assuming.
ballpark in the world. The greatest ballpark.
I mean, I could probably like hide a flask in my taint if I really needed to.
No one is stopping you. I promise you this. They have metal detectors, maybe, if the Dodgers fans are in town.
I will say, I did go to a Canucks game up in Vancouver, and I was like empty. I didn't realize I had so much shit in my pocket. And one other thing I had, and I'll show like this, is like a 4-inch buck knife, and they totally like just let me walk in.
Oh, nice. Hey, you could have really done them a favor in the early half of that season, but you didn't show up.
No, he came right at the end where things were like, oh, they're only losing.
They're
There's a chance.
Yeah, they're only going high, gonna have to pick higher in the first round. So
a real Canucks fan would have leaned in close. If you came in there at like October, November, a real Canucks fan would have leaned in close to you, Robin. It was just like, you see JT Miller? He wears number 9. Yeah. I need you to do it for me. You do it for me, won't you?
I'm just like flying with them.
yeah.
Imagine the Canucks would never live that one down. They're already a super cursed brand. A super cursed
it would be one of those things where no one would shut up about it for like 3 weeks to a month, and then like it would still
and they'd be the fan base
about.
that stabs players.
Yeah, it would still be talked about. It's just one of those things that like a tumor, it just sort of subsists in the back of their mind.
Dude, they made it to the finals and rioted one time.
Actually,
they rioted one time, and now they're the team that rioted.
That's wrong. We did it twice. We also rioted in 1994.
All right, well, once, shake it once, that's fine. Shake it twice, you're playing with yourself,
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I was there. I was in downtown Vancouver.
Is that 3?
I think it's 3.
Is it 3?
I don't.
Hold on, no. Great idea, actually. Malcolm,
Yes.
you're at the urinal.
Yes.
You're holding your hog.
Hog in hand at the urinal.
Hog in hand at the urinal.
How many
It's
times?
squealing.
How many times do you shake it before you're jerking off?
Honestly, after 2, it's you're getting into questionable territory, and then once you get past 5, 6, like that's
You're
when you're
absolutely jerking at 5 or 6. Yeah.
I have a funny story. This totally just reminded
I was
me.
jerking off at the urinal the other day.
I was at the gym. I'm in these running shorts, and they're super tight, and they're really.
Are they chafing, or or your balls are escaping?
I'll give you an idea. I'm on the elliptical, and
Friction City, baby.
I got an erection out of nowhere, and I'm already embarrassed, hoping no one's looking at me, readjusting my pants to see my fucking
hard penis.
My hard dick is out, and these are very tight shorts, so I'm hoping no one is looking at my hard dick. And I finally get it in a place so it's running down my leg, and it's not super noticeable. But the shorts are so tight that I feel like they're kind of jerking me off a little bit. And a woman comes, like a 50-year-old woman starts running right next to me. And then on my other side, another woman starts running next to me. And I have to stop every so often.
Because your shorts are like giving you a handy.
Because I might fucking bust on the elliptical. Until I literally can't stop myself anymore. And I feel it on, right? So I slam stop on the elliptical.
You're thinking like you got cum.
I don't reach for my wallet. I do nothing like this. Happened last week. I don't reach for my wallet or anything like it. I leave it all there and I sprint. I sprint while I'm coming into the fucking locker room.
It's just like into the nearest urinal and just bust straight into.
I'm panting. Stall door does not shut all the way.
Oh my god!
What was I supposed to do?
You did what you ought to do. It was a survival instinct.
My next dilemma is, how do you leave a stall?
They were out of toilet paper.
you gotta take some tissue. You wipe yourself down, and you're like,
dude.
Everyone in
the world smells this shit, dude. It's not.
So go to the shower. You're in a gym. You can go.
Great.
This is why gyms have showers. It's for this exact reason.
There's a dial of smells, and you're in the locker room, and it's like the needle is firmly on foot, and then you run into the stall, and the needle just kicks straight to cum.
Guys, do you imagine just like some like super attractive like 18-year-old Gen Z gets flexing in the mirror. And they're like, do you guys
smell
do you
that?
smell that chlorine whiff? Hold on.
Hold on, someone's shooting up ape sperm in here.
I wasn't showering with all my fucking clothes on, Malcolm. I wasn't
Just
gonna
then
dip
pour
to the
some
fucking
Celsius on there and be like, yeah, that's peach vibe, baby.
yeah, that's great. Now I smell like Command Celsius.
Hell yeah.
No, I changed clothes as quickly as I could and left the gym. That's what I did.
You're like, you're like, I can't believe we did this at a Planet Fitness.
Yeah, I'm like doing aftercare with
Yeah,
my
the
shorts.
clunk machine's going off. You're like, bust alert.
They didn't know.
They
didn't know.
knew.
They did not.
They knew.
I'm like leaving a trail to the locker room. And the fucking worst thing is that this is one of those cardio areas that's on a raised sort of elevation.
It's like so everyone is looking at you. You're just very vulnerable up
it's just
there.
that, you know that Ghostbusters song? It's like, busting makes me feel good. Feel good. Feel good. Feel good.
This
Probably
copyright?
probably the worst gym experience I've ever had.
Oh,
Was-
that's
What was on the TV? Because you talked there was like a Jamie Lee Curtis movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger the other day.
I was watching baseball.
It's supposed to help.
they're like Kel Rayleigh is hitting
big
another
dumper.
dig.
Oh, there was naughty. I wish I could tell you there was like an attractive woman that was wearing those gym shorts that have like an extra cutout pocket for each of your butt cheeks, kind of a deal.
Yeah.
Amazing, by the way.
It's great. It's great.
No one in front of me. Walled hags to either side of me, and not fun.
And just
Not fun.
Cattell Marte up on the screen, just really swinging it.
Oh, could tell.
Oh, could
Dang.
tell.
It was actually it was a Phillies game, unfortunately. So
you busted twice as hard.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And when I saw Bryce Harper hit that fucking hammer, dude.
you saw people in the nosebleeds, and they were finger banging each other, and it set you off.
Yeah, that might have really got me at that moment. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Just the Pavlov would have a field day with this.
I would absolutely finger blast my girl at the fucking Yankees game. And I think you're not an American if you wouldn't either.
It's
fair.
genuinely true.
Yeah.
Malcolm, if you're at the Blue Jays game playing the Yankees, are you not going to absolutely like massacre?
Yeah, were you really going to come out of the Blue Jays game with some blue balls?
No, of course not.
You lick every finger like it's fried chicken, don't you, Malcolm?
Why are you licking fried chicken? You should chew it.
No, you lick your fingers after you eat fried chicken.
Oh,
It's finger looking good.
Finger looking.
I
You
think
know
this
what?
is why we definitely need pornography in our lives.
Because the fantasy of Harper nutting in his tiny little booty shorts at the gym.
You know, Robert, I think your sister is trying to convince her husband to wear like 3-inch shorts to the gym.
How do you know that?
Oh, she called me and told me.
You should